Good afternoon, folks. Thanks for coming by and spending some of your precious time with me. It is Cider Sunday, and today we are looking at draft cider that I grabbed from Craft Beer Quick Stop. This is their growler, 32 ounces. I bought a smaller growler because mine are 64s, and sometimes I don't want 64 ounces of a spec beer. Just saying, it's kind of pricey when you're filling up the big boys. We are looking at Six-Byrd-Cider Company, Bird with a Y, B-Y-R-D, who are local to me. They are in Phoenix. They are not showing me what I want to see. Show me what I want to see, you stupid machine. Yeah, don't give me the address, because that's always a brilliant thing to do. 3619 East Indian School Road in Phoenix, Arizona. So if you have the compunction to go check them out, that's their location. Their webpage does not list the cider we are going to be drinking today, so we have to go to our friends at Untapped. And Untapped tells us that 83 people like this brewery. Well, it's not a brewery, it's a cidery, but, you know, whatever floats your boat. Number 13, rasberry-lemonade-cider, other fruit. 7% is going to be the ABV. The IBUs are not available since it is a cider. And, of course, Six-Byrd-Cider Company is who we got it from. It was $13 for the short fill here. We are using the... I forget what the glass is called. Doesn't matter. You've seen it. I reviewed it. So we're going to use that for this, and let's see what we got going on here. Right off the bat, she's got a nice, interesting color. And we do know that this is a short pint. She only runs about 14 ounces. That does not mean she's any less pretty. And since it's a cider, we don't expect her to lace. But it is a really, really interesting color. It says neither raspberry nor lemonade, although that's what it's listed as. Sort of like a dark peach color. This would be the best descriptor. If you want an actual color descriptor, probably better to ask a woman, because they have 145 shades of white, and I don't. So, is what it is. We're not doing any music today, because the new setup means if I play music, I'm just going to blow your ears out, and as much as I love you folks, I will not do that. She is a little chilly. Right now she's telling me she's running to 43. Been a long day, man. I had the monster over here for the whole weekend, so we played with her. Then we went fishing today, and we caught squat, but we had a nice day out in the sun, and we were fishing, having fun, so. All right, it's Biden time. Let's get that sniffer up in there and see what this thing's going to tell us. Nice. I'm not getting a raspberry lemonade nose. She's interesting, though. She's a little sweet, a little bit of that acidic, acrid bite on the back end. Okay, it's a cider. It kind of makes sense. All in all, I'm not getting anything. It's not appley, but it's also not raspberry, and it's not lemony. Raspberry-y? Or lemony. So, you know what that means. I'm a slipper of the tongue. Salute. Nice. Interesting. So, as far as mouth fills, she just fills up the entire soft palate and right into the intradental zone. She's Smooth, medium slow, dirty. And interesting. Always have water sitting by. We're going to rinse and try that again. It seems kind of odd. All right, palate's clean. You'll have to excuse me. I'm old, and a 3- and 5-year-old kicked my butt today, and the 5-year-old kicked my butt all weekend long. Man, so glad I am too old to have children. So she's nice, and there's an odd flavor progression. So I got a little bit of the lead, a little bit of the raspberry up front. And it's not even up front. In the initial hit, I got a little bit of the raspberry in the back of the throat. I'm not really pulling any apple, and it's nothing I would say is lemonade. It's an interesting mash up flavor-wise. So they don't tell me what they've put in this. I'm going to assume that these are fruit crafted. Oh, squizzy. Only because they're not putting any adjuncts up. I don't have a can or a bottle to double check on. I've just got that and whatever information's on the internet. This isn't listed on their homepage, but the rest of the alcohol listed, the rest of the ciders listed on their homepage, list the ingredients as apple juice, concentrated apple juice, blah, blah, blah. So, I'm going to assume this is all just fruit, and it makes for a really interesting kind of mashup. It's not an unpleasant flavor by any stretch of the imagination. It's just a bit odd. She's kind of interesting, so we're going to do what we always do here. I'm going to pause this. We're going to let this warm up just a skosh. We'll come back and see if that flavor opens up or not. And I'll let you know. I'll be right back. Alrighty, and we're back. In 52. So, we brought her up 8 degrees. Not super hard when it was 80 degrees out today. And, you can see if anything has shifted, if those flavors have opened up, if the flavor progression gets a little more pronounced, or if she just continues to stay as that mashed up melange of flavors. Oh. Now, to be fair, I actually like it better at about 50 degrees. It's smoothed out. It doesn't involve as much of the palate anymore, so whereas before, it was everything from the inside of the teeth on across the soft palate, now it's more of a stripe down the center of the soft palate. There's not a whole lot of tongue going on, so there's nothing extradental, nothing buccal, nothing sublingual. Everything is basically centered in a stripe down about the center of your soft palate. The flavor has gotten better. It's smoothed out. There is no progression on this. You get raspberry lemonade, although that's what they called it. It would not have been what I would have called it, because this doesn't taste like raspberry lemonade to me. Well, I'm sure those were the ingredients. that's not really what I'm pulling. Again, no apple juice. When you get to the back end, in the back of the throat, you're going to pick up a slightly acidic note. It's not bad. It's not untasty, if you will. It's fine. It's just there. So if it's one of those things that bothers you, drink it colder. Other than that, okay. So would I drink this again? Probably not. Would I buy this again? Not a shot in hell. Would I like to try it on tap? We did. If you handed this to me out of the cooler, what would I say? I would say thank you, and I would go back on the next round and find something more to my palate. Miss Scusi. Is it good for the style? No. I'm going to go with no. I've had better ciders. This seems more gimmicky than anything else. And it's not listed on their homepage. You know, they have Tap House, like we said, off of 37th and Indian School. No. Is it bad? No, it's not bad. It's not like it's horrible. But as a representation of a fruited cider, it's not particularly interesting. And the flavor mashup doesn't really work for me. Now, that's for me, and everybody's palate is different. Drink what you want to drink, man. You drink what you like. Listen to me, I'm some blowhard on the interwebs. Yeah, I would give this like a 3.75. I mean, it's drinkable. It's not going to be my go-to. This is actually going to go to the brothers who aren't here, which is the other reason I buy short bottles, if I can't buy it in cans or bottles. So, it was this or Fate Brewing's Irish Red. I probably should have went with the Irish Red, although I like Fate. I think there's a good chance if I go back for the Irish Red, it'll be a 64 and not a 32. Just saying. Come by, folks, putting some eyeballs on here. You know, you are my people, and I love you. I always want you to be the big three. I want you healthy, happy, safe, honorable, dutiful, vigilant, gray man, head on a swivel, hot and handy. Because these days, you cannot afford not to be paying attention. It's a madhouse out there, man. Catch you on the next one, my friends. Skull.